get up on your feet. What you need to do is catch up with them. Bounce, man, get up on your feet and help me get it.
IVF couples who made the difficult, yet generous decision to gift leftover embryos to infertile strangers have shared their stories, but some endings were far happier than others. Australian mother of two Natalie Parker is a startling example of how this game of trust can go horribly wrong, 60 Minutes found. Natalie and her husband decided to donate their spare frozen embryos to a childless couple after the process successfully gave them their two sons, Angus and Hugo. Natalie claims that it was agreed that she would be able to see the child once a year and photos would be exchanged, but the woman who accepted the donation mysteriously severed all contact and lied about miscarrying. "We kind of walked in with rose-colored glasses and thought this will all be great because we had heard the good stories," Natalie told journalist Alison Langton. The woman had been inseminated with only 2 out of 3 embryos, and before even coming back for the third she disappeared without a trace. Taken aback that her generosity had been thrown back in her face, Natalie told 60 Minutes that she did a quick search on Facebook and discovered the woman had actually fallen pregnant and given birth to a baby who looked exactly like her own son. "That was the worst thing, because I trusted her and trusted the system," she explained. "I feel like I've just been used. They've just used me for what they wanted and tossed us aside." Despite the injustice of it all, the Parker family hit a legal brick wall and Natalie soon realized there was no feasible way the child could ever trace his genetic history back to his biological parents. Associate Professor Peter Illingworth, Medical Director of IVF Australia, said parents who accept embryonic donations have no legal responsibility to inform their child of their genetic origins. "We cannot walk into every parent's living room and tell them you have to tell your child this, or you have to tell them that," Dr. Illingworth said. And while the generous donations from successful IVF couples can go terribly wrong, it can also go so right. For one blended family brought together by the struggles of infertility, the entire experience has been nothing less than a fairy tale. Kobe and David Argyle also found a couple online who were desperate for children, and now they count them as some of their closest friends. Kathy and Paul Thomas are the proud parents of IVF babies William and Hannah, who share the genetic makeup of Kobe and David. They now are some of our closest friends, and the parents of 2 gorgeously perfect kids born from our donation, Kobe wrote on Facebook. "We are hoping that sharing our story will help others out there who have leftover embryos in making a decision to donate instead of just discarding their precious little snow babies." Both sets of parents are confident they made the right choice and encourage others to look into embryo donation either as a successful couple with leftovers or as an infertile couple hoping for a miracle. I just wish that other people would consider it instead of just defrosting their embryos, Kobe said. There are so many people out there with empty hearts and empty arms who would just love to be mums and dads but unfortunately can't.